In order... No, there's no way that it should be able to skip a frame. The frames literally go in order. In order to get to the next frame, we have to pass the previous frame. Did I miss an elif? Like, is one of my elifs not an elif? Did I accidentally make it an if? No, if, elif, 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 elif. There's no... There's no way that could happen. There's no... There's no practical explanation for that. And that's annoying. That is annoying. It's like that. It's the code, right? Or it's like the it's like that contract we have with computers. It's like if we give computers the appropriate instructions, then it's on the part of the computers to execute those instructions appropriately. And I feel like I'm upholding my part of the bargain here. I feel like it's the computer that is traitorous. So archery, am we like somehow messing up this value somehow? Like the only time we actually set this value is when we initialize it, and when we like this value exists in the first place, and then we only set it when we switch to this tableau. In no other places do we actually even reference this frame. And yeah, when we do that, we only ever set it back to 0. So I don't know. Just don't know. Let's just print literally everyone. Print oh, actually wait, no, it doesn't go here. It goes with it's like print archery cu gleananim every freaking time. So then in the times when we're like missing one, like I wonder if it's because we're actually missing them, or if they're just like are we even evaluating down this path? Like what's the deal? So every time we change the value of this anim value, which is to say every time we blit the value at its previous value, let's see what we get. I mean, so it goes 0, 1, 2, 1, 0. 0, 1, 2, 1, 0. That is correct. And like all the other values are correct as far as I can tell. I mean, they were copy and pasted. Yeah. And it's only sometimes. So yeah, of course those values must be correct because they work sometimes. But then sometimes they just don't. Alright, let's see how this works. Wait, how many versions do I have this? Okay, I don't have any extra versions running. That's good. Alright, Excelsior. Or no, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Hark. Call midtime. Conclude event. Why did that work? Just hitting create event with like nothing selected should not have worked. How will this turn out? Your guess is as good as mine. What? Why did that work? It should have raised an error, but whatever, I don't care. Activate archery. Okay, so we'll get to that tableau, and if everything looks good, then we don't have to worry. If everything looks good, then everything looks good, and that's fantastic. That is how it's supposed to work. I might... Yeah, I have to change something about how this works. Because, like, right now, the flag doesn't... Yeah, that definitely didn't look great. The second one looked fine. Let's see if we got all the prints. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It gave us all the prints, so like it thinks it's rendering all the frames. Maybe it's just because the frame rate is not like perfectly. No, that wouldn't really explain it. I was just thinking like if it's rendering 2 frames like almost immediately, maybe you just can't perceive the extra frame. Like maybe it's going at such a fast frame rate. But no, the frame rate can't go faster than a 30th of a frame or 30th of a second. It can't go. It can't. It literally can't draw a frame. Okay, technically, it can't start drawing a frame until a 30th of a second after the last time it actually drew a frame. Maybe, yeah, no, I should set this up differently. I should, I should have it flip the frame, like a 30th of a second after it flipped the last frame. Uh, yeah, I guess. Um, sure, let's try that. Uh, I guess this is technically moving in the direction that I talked about with like coming up with like basically like a buffer of like of frames. Um, I mean, I could actually. I'm actually not far from implementing that right now. Now that I think about it, so huh. If so instead of if gframe last graphics time blah blah, I'll say if if like if like ready new frame, then we'll do all this stuff, and we'll do everything except actually like flip the image itself. So we'll do everything except this Pygame flip business, and then we'll say so if gframe time minus last graphics time, and we'll use a different value than last graphics because we use last graphics times for everything. So we'll say last like render time, last render time. We'll say Pygame display dot flip, and then we'll say ready. Oh yeah, right. So instead of flipping the graphics here, we'll say like ready new frame equals false, and then we'll say ready new frame equals true. And so the ready new frame right now is just a Boolean value indicating that we have a frame ready to go. But like I could just turn this into a list instead, and like we can have it so that it'll always render a new frame if there are like fewer than 10 frames in this list. Although that actually would increase the number of draw calls, so maybe that part might not be realistic. So let's see how this works. Hopefully this will just work nicely. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, oh yeah, so last render time. Oh yeah, last render. Right. So, last render time. Last render time equals gframe time. Okay, and so ready new frame has to be a thing. Render time has to be a thing. And other than that, I think we're good. So is ready new frame what I is this what I called it up here? Yeah, ready new frame. All right, so ready new frame. Frame equals true. Last render time equals 0.0 for starters. Okay. Let's see what that does. Alright, so it looks the same so far. That's good. If it looked weird, that'd be a bad portent. Activate archery. I can't tell if the frame rate looks exactly the same or if it looks different in some way. It's kind of hard to tell. But I guess the real proof will be when we see whether the animation is working better or if it still bugs out. I mean, I guess that it won't necessarily be conclusive one way or the other, but I'll be interested to see. So that one looked good. That one looked good. But we've seen it look good before, so that might just be a coincidence. Just to test this real quick, I'm gonna go unset the archery TB dir. I'm gonna set this up to go fast again. So save that, and then let's rerun this. I don't really need to. I actually don't need the first tableau to be very long for testing purposes, because oops, I keep doing that, and it keeps working. Is the annoying part. I keep hitting the create event button by accident, and it actually like does something, whereas it shouldn't actually be doing anything. Yeah, just to see the flag animation. I don't need this to run for very long. Okay. So that one looks fine. That one looks fine. Okay, so it could be that like it was just our previous approach to like measuring or metering the graphic speed that made it seem weird, but I don't know. This I don't know. This seems fine. Okay, so let's yeah, I guess I'll keep an eye to see if like if those gleams like freak out again, if they because if they just work correctly now, then that's great and everything's great forever. Um, but then if at some point they freak out again, then maybe we'll have to look into other solutions possibly. Um, it's like even when it freaks out, it still thinks that it's rendering all the frames, which is weird. I'd rather it didn't do that. I'd rather it like when it freak out, it just realize that it's freaking out and it's not rendering the frames correctly. But whatever. So archery, CU gleam. Yeah. Let's go back down here, and we can get rid of these prints now, because like that's not going to give us any useful information. Oh, so I was printing it twice in that particular case. I was like, why did it say 1 1 2 3 4 5 etc etc? But yeah. All right, so let's clean those up, and yeah, so let's do the shading around the base of the flag, or like the flag post and the and like the part where the flag is tied to the flag post. So I'll just do it like on one of these and then copy it over to the other ones. So oops. Now that I shifted it over, my color picker is kind of awkwardly covering up a lot of it, so I'll just move this to here for now. Okay, so deselect. So right, so we already have this color palette defined because we're using the coloration of the bow, or the arrow shaft for the colors here, and so let's use a smaller brush for this. So we can go in and we can just shade down this edge of the flag post, and we'll also shade around like the part where the flag is tied on, not quite to this extent, but like, you know, a little bit. And then I'm only drawing this once. I'm going to draw the shaded flag post, and then I'm just going to copy and paste it to the other frames, so that way they can get it as well, and it will still be consistent. It won't like jitter and wiggle or like anything weird like that. So, uh, it's springtime, you guys. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what it is where you guys are. Where I am, it's springtime, and it's really magical and wonderful. And like, if you see me like staring off wistfully in that direction, that's because that's the direction of the window, and I'm just like, there's like lawnmowers going by, and there's like, I can, I just, I don't even, I can't even perceive that like the weather particularly right now. Like, I don't have the windows open like a crack, but I can just like my heart is telling me that the weather is beautiful right now. Like I don't know. It like if the weather is actually like kind of lousy right now, it'd probably look about the same from my view. But I just know in my heart that it's really beautiful. I mean, the thing is, if I wasn't working right now, it's not like I'd be outside. No, I probably would be actually. If I wasn't working right now, I'd actually be outside, which is saying a lot because like I'll stay in and like watch. I'll like stay in and like go on the internet and play games like on a beautiful day. But like, I guess just because like, right, it's like it's still newly spring. Like it's like we're still in the stages of spring where it's just getting beautiful and beautiful and beautiful, and it's not like I'm not bored of how beautiful it is yet. So it's just today is like especially tempting, I guess. Um, so we'll make it through this though. And yesterday I was like a mess yesterday. Yesterday I only started streaming at this time today. Today I've been streaming for 4 hours and 15 minutes, but yesterday I didn't even start streaming until this time yesterday. So uh I'm doing a little bit better. I might get some of that. I might finish in time to actually appreciate some of that beautiful outdoorsy wonderful nature time goodness. Um uh Maybe it could happen. Okay, so this is fine. I kind of want to. I don't know. On one hand, I kind of want to render like because like the cloth isn't just like this weird putty substance that like latches onto the post. Like hypothetically, there would be a knot there or something, but I don't know if I feel like rendering that detail. Uh, I think this is fine how it is. Uh, do so. Uh, and yeah. So let's copy this over to like all of our other images too, because I don't feel like redrawing that. That's the flag post. Actually, that's too much. There's too much shading near the ties. There should be a little bit, but like not that dramatically much. Do do do. Maybe even not even like that much. Just more like that. Yeah, that's probably fine. And this like circle part on the top is like not quite right. It's like fine. I'll keep like a lot of it, but like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah. So I want to stay like away from the flag as much as possible. Like I only want to touch the parts that have been edited. So like I might have to do a little bit of touch up because like this might not transfer perfectly cleanly to all the other images, but like yeah, that's mostly good. See that part like right here, it's like a little bit schmutzy or like schmumpy or like doesn't quite fit right. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, now let's do a little bit of that cleanup. So yeah, so like that basically, and then over here, same thing, same sort of thing. Do. And these ones were probably pretty okay. Oh, I still need to I just still need to clean up the lines of the or like the shapes of the flag themselves, because I like roughed in the shading and I didn't ever went back and really cleaned it up very much. So let's do that too. Do. Oh wait, I kind of meant to have like a lightened edge down here a little bit. At least I put that in intentionally at one point. I don't know if I necessarily want it or like it, but I might try it. anyways, just to see how I feel about it. Like, just have it so that the shading doesn't like come all the way to the edge. Because like if you think about it, like fabric is, I don't know. I just feel like there would be some like light caught on the edge. Like it's not literally two-dimensional. There's like a little bit of dimensionality to it. I don't know if it's worth rendering that point. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. And up here though, it will come to the edge. It'll be like if the I don't know. Yeah, I'll basically just like treat it like three-dimensional. Like it's just very thin three-dimensional thing. It's not literally two-dimensional. Yeah, and when I was reshaping all this stuff, I messed up these. I need a bigger brush. I messed up like all the smoothness of these flagginesses. Let's wait, what color do I have on my? It's awkward using multiple colors at the same time because then switching between the eraser. Like I wish I could just color pick empty space and use that as like the eraser tool. That would be helpful. Because otherwise I have to switch between not just between the color picker and the paintbrush, but also between the eraser, the color picker, and the paintbrush. It's oftentimes why I do shading on like on a separate layer, because if you do shading on a separate layer, then you can just use the eraser tool and the brush tool. You never have to change your brush color. Alright, so that's mostly fine. And alright, so save that, and then let's clean up these shapes and lines and whatnot. So again, I guess I'll just, oh wow, I caught way the wrong color there. Way too light. Yeah, so again, let's just like have a slightly lightened edge on the flag. Not like that. Hold on, let's try that again. It's a little bit better. That's too wide down here though, actually. Let's narrow that out a bit. Okay. And then reshaping this space in here. Let's be a little more flat. More the edges, just to get the edges so that they're not as like weirdly, like if you take it like a big round brush and you run it up to the edge of something, like you get the curvature of the edge of the brush like up at the end there, and so I'm basically just trying to get rid of that effect in a lot of places, and also just smooth out the lines because we were a little bit rough going back in and editing them and changing them and like doing everything to like muddle with the lines and like toss them about and like change them up and stuff. So yeah. Bump it up, bump it up. This, I'm just gonna put this off screen. I'm not really using the color picker right now, or I'm not using like the color panel. I'm just using the color picker tool to choose my colors. So I'm just gonna move that over here. If I start using it again, I'll put it back on screen. All right. So that looks okay. I could clean it up a little bit more, but it actually looks pretty okay. I mean, cloth isn't supposed to look like pristinely rounded. Like it's not supposed to be like perfectly spherical, these curves. There's supposed to be like a little bit of wiggle to it, because like it is just made out of like cloth, like getting tossed about in the wind. I might want to clean it up a little bit more, but like the level that it's at right now is actually not that bad. So, oh yeah, this is the part where it was like getting pulled up a little bit more. So, and then this down here, I'm just gonna like cut it in a little bit. And then yeah, this shape. Okay, so yeah, so this. I'm just gonna extend this down a little bit like that, and then cut it back up because it was like a little abrupt right there. I think I'd rather it like taper a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe it was better before. But whatever. This is fine. And then, yeah, more the just general shaping, trying to make it look like the shapes it's supposed to represent, not like the shapes that this clunky old brush just happened to slap down as, and so we can touch up these edges as well. And I guess like would technically be another one of those places where I'd want like a light edge, just for consistency. Oops, too close. Too close for comfort. Oops. Ah. I always, I don't always, but like oftentimes I'll like get a line right, and then I won't pick up my brush, and then I'll get the line wrong, and so then I can't control Z just the part that was wrong. I have to control Z, like the whole thing. I mean the control Z stack, like the undo stack isn't infinite, but I should really take advantage of it being like relatively deep and like not use like a single brush stroke for like everything, but like actually like pick up my brush more often. Wow, that came out way too flat. Hold on. But yeah, I'm not necessarily just supposed to bring this in here, because that's supposed to be more rounded. I guess I'm supposed to actually bring it down here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Do do do. Yeah. So, yeah. Sometimes I like to live dangerously. Sometimes I actually think like I should pick my brush up, but then I'll be like, no, I'm just going for it. And sometimes that pays off, or like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it's like you can get like I don't know if you're not constantly picking up your brush, you can get like kind of a more consistent brush stroke sometimes. So like for some curves, it's actually advantageous to not pick up your brush, but to like do it all in like one go. But then other times it just does not pay off. It'll come back to bite you. Uh, oh yeah, I think this line is just a little bit wrong. Like this line coming down here is just a little too far. A little too far in like that direction, kind of. Uh, maybe I should come up a little higher here. Oops, nah, not the R tool, the E tool. That's my new nemesis. That R tool. Like it's just started happening recently. I've been hitting the R tool or the R key instead of the E key, and that like nightmare tool that like makes everything look weird and like cryptic like symbols. It keeps popping up, and I don't know what it means. I don't know what it's doing. All right, that's fine. And then lastly, a little bit of this action. I think sometimes I try and erase little flecks that are actually on my monitor. I should probably clean my monitor so that I don't. Like sometimes I try and erase like stray pixels, but it turns out they're not actually stray pixels. They're just there's like little dots on my monitor itself. I should get some of that cleaning stuff that you're supposed to use. The stuff that's like actually safe to use on monitors. Because I have like a few little picks here and there. Like when I'm zoomed in, I can tell what's what. But like when I'm zoomed out, sometimes it looks like there's like a like I don't know, because it's really easy like when you're moving stuff around to like accidentally like touch your brush to like the canvas like in some place and like not notice that there's like a dot layer and then yeah. So there's some of those, and then there's some marks that are just actually on my monitor, which those ones are a little harder to erase. Alright, so yeah, this shape was never right to begin with. This shape, should I put like a little bit of shading down here? Nah, probably not. I could put a little bit of shading down here though. Like just a very little bit. Just like a line of shading. Just to represent that there's that crease there. Not even necessarily represent like darkness. But like sometimes if you look at things edge on, like you get like a slightly different tone to it. So just to represent like the edge on-ness of how you're like seeing that part. I don't know. I might not like that. I might want to get rid of it, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it better than that though. Oops, not eraser tool. Yeah, I don't know, kind of like that. Okay, and then yeah, this shape was never quite right. Is it better now? Is that more like what it's supposed to be like? I guess like, no, it should actually kind of like come all the way up to the tip. And then I guess I'll leave that like light edge down at the bottom like I tend to. But other than that, it's supposed to basically like cover the entire edge of it. Maybe I'll do the lightened tip like up and around the edge though. Maybe I'll do it like light up all the way up and around here. Oops, I just I didn't add the lightened edge, I just shrunk it. I don't know, like that maybe. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so now when we run it, and run it, and run it, and run it. Okay. Oh, that looks so bad. All of it, or just that one piece, or like, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It's like, you know, it's like, the danger here is, or like, what's what's conflicting, like what's contrasting here that is like not working in my favor is that, the image is higher resolution than the graphics, or the image is higher resolution than the animation. And so like it feels like it should either be lower res animating at that rate, or this higher res but animating faster. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna extend this Tableau again. I'll just extend it to like 10 seconds. That should be fine. Yeah, I don't know, man. I almost want to like simplify some of the way in which this flag is rendered. No, this is fine. I'm being too critical. I do need to fix that one frame of animation because the frame of animation where the flag whips up, like that last one that I just did, like it's not right for like a number of reasons. So I just need to fix that, and that'll be better. It looks like the gleam is working correctly in like a lot of cases, so that's good. Thwap. Thwap. Excuse me. Sorry. So one other thing that I talked about, but I haven't like instituted yet, was like more wind effects too. I was thinking of like having like little like leaves and like stuff like fly past the scene as well, or maybe not even like leaves, but just like have like little like flecks of something like flying through the air, like little like just like those little like bits of like those little like little, not like dust, but like little like small like leaf fragments that just like kind of get caught in the wind a little bit. Thank you, Get Spoken. That is very nice of you to say. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, I think this is mostly good though, and I think this is like roughly how the flag animation will work. So, oh yeah, like I was saying, well, so yeah, so for one thing, there's just like this tip here is just too, I just overdid it with the dark shading. It's just not supposed to be that dark. There's supposed to be like some shading on the tip of the flag itself, but like just there and like nowhere else. Yeah, and then I think this line works out okay though. I think that part's fine. Yeah, this should be fine. There's one other aspect of it that like I was not enthusiastic about, but I don't remember what it was, and I'm gonna call it fine for now. Okay, so let's. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do the flag in the other direction, just in case it looked weird to have the flag post moving around. because if it looks weird to have the flag post moving around, I might want to change like how the composition is like laid out, um, and that'll probably be the biggest change. So let's address that first. Uh, I mean, for starters, I can literally just flip the images. Like that's not what I'm gonna keep it as because, well, actually, if I flip the images, all I'd really have to redo is the shading. So, huh, that's interesting. Um, interesting thought. So right, so that was right strong that I did. Yeah. So what if I just delete left strong and copy right strong and rename this to be left strong, uh, and then what if I just opened all of these? Actually, I'll close these just so it doesn't get confusing. I don't need that stick anymore. Yeah. So, right. So what if I opened all of edit these and then just like flipped them? I mean, so the shading is going to be all wrong because it's going to be wrong on the stick. It's going to be wrong on like the entire image. But that'd be easier to fix than to redraw the entire thing because we all just saw how long it took me to draw that in the first place. Image, flip horizontal, save that. Flip horizontal. All right, save that. And then so where currently we had been cheating the archery CU Gleam where we'd been cheating it to always use index 5 for the wind. Oh no, sorry, not Gleam. Or index 4. Let's cheat it to index 0 because this will show us the opposite direction of the wind. Alright, so let's rerun the script. And whoa, how many? I always have like a million versions of the script running, and I hate all of them. I hate all of them forever. Uh, no, just the extra ones. But I don't know. All right, activate archery. All right, so clearly it's not quite in the right position because it's kind of covering up the the yeah. So let's just slide it over. Let's do select all and slide it over by like 47. No, more than that. Like 60. All right. Is it gonna slide correctly this time, or is it gonna do crazy stuff again? Hey, sliding correctly so far. Look at that. Look how nice that is when it's not crazy and weird. 60 pixels, 60 pixels, 60 pixels, 60 pixels. Alright, so we're not going off the screen with any of these frames. That's good. So I'm thinking like these images just don't have to be as wide. I think I made these a little too wide in the first place. But yeah, this is fine now. We can probably shave 60 pixels off both of these. No, we can definitely shave 60 pixels off both of these. Or, not that that really matters. I mean, it's like, that doesn't actually affect anything noticeably. It's like, under the hood might be like helpful, but no one cares. Alright, so the thing that I'm really most interested in is whether it looks weird that the flag post is like technically like moving around. So I'm going to, instead of cheating it the way that I have it now, I'm going to cheat it I'm going to cheat it how? I'm going to cheat it so the where is it that we set those like AR? No, what was it? You're right. So sorry. The flag was supposed to be wind archery aim wins index AR round. Yeah. Okay. And then so the part where we set these, that's what we want to change now. And we set this based on ng message 5 index 1. So when we're setting the event status, let's just change that message as it gets sent through. So for the init event, yeah. No, wait, this is not the right one. init event index 1, yeah. So when we're setting these in the first place, the setup data, right, so we're appending random int 4, random int 0 to 4. Instead, let's just append 0, or like 404, 0, 4, and yeah, so we'll comment out the rest of the stuff temporarily. So it'll just alternate between the two that we have set up right now. So let's see how that looks. So the first one, it'll be the first one that we did. So the flag is like over there, slapping in that direction. And I should probably speed up the other rounds just for this testing purposes. So that, I mean, I guess we don't really have to because we don't see the oh, whoa, I still have foreground deactivated. I still have to reactivate foreground because it still looks weird. I mean, for the pirate ship, it's going to look weird either way, but I don't know. So, all right, let's see. So after this tableau, for the results, then it'll flip back to the original tableau, the first tableau, and it should have the wind in the other direction. And I'm guessing it's probably going to look fine. It's probably not going to bother me. We'll see. So now we switch back this, and now the wind is in the other direction. It is a little weird. So I might want to shift it even further to the side, like slide it down, so that the flag is like licking right at the edge of the screen. But it's not bad. And okay, so let me fix the foreground thing before I forget. Right, so it's not supposed to use add break. It's supposed to use end break. End with 1v. Alright, and then yeah, so let's just slide it down even further. Which is the furthest? Like, which of these extends the furthest towards the edge of the screen? One of them goes, some of them go like significantly longer than others. So that one's pretty long. That one's a little bit longer. That one's a little longer still. So this one's, I think, the longest one. So let's see how close this can get to the edge of the screen without going over. It's a fun game we play. Alright, so I can take 30 extra pixels off of this. So we can take 90 pixels altogether off these images. Oops, I'm only supposed to do 30 more. Right, that one's really short, so that specific frame of animation could go much further, but oh, you stupid garbage thing. You stupid garbage thing. No one likes you. You're a jerk and everyone hates you. You stupid garbage thing. Alright, that was a little harsh. But it's so aggravating when it does that. There's no reason it should do that. It's not helpful. It's not good in any way. It's just aggravating and stupid. Alright. So save these. And I'm not going to bother retesting it. I'm confident that it'll be fine. Okay. So, now, right, so, well, so for one thing, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but we can crop the canvas size down to 306 instead of 396. And we can probably even crop it for the, oops, oh. Image, canvas size clamped to this edge. We can put it down to 306. We can actually put it down less than that, I'm sure. So, I mean, I guess we might as well. What if we put it down to, I don't know. Oh yeah, actually, let's just measure this. How many other pixels can we afford to remove? We can get rid of like a whole other like 60-ish pixels. So image, canvas size, 306. Let's put it down to 250. It's a nice round number, roundish. Okay. So yeah, image, canvas size, not a big deal, but no point in wasting extra space if we don't need to. Image, canvas size, 250. Adjustments, image, canvas size, 250. Okay. And what if What if we, oops, forgot to save these. Save. What would happen if we did that for right strong too? I'm gonna back up the old ones in case I don't like the but I'm gonna try doing that for both the left strong and the right strong. So at least the image will be centered, even if even if the flag post itself is moving around. Right strong, and yeah. So let's close these again, just for now, and then let's flip these again, flip them back to where they started, and save them. Adjustments or image, flip horizontal, image flip horizontal, image flip horizontal, image flip horizontal, save that, okay, save that, okay, save that, okay, save that, okay. Sorry. I don't know why I was saying it like that. Alright, let's yeah, let's see how this looks. Just cause so I don't like that position. So I should put it back a little bit. Yeah, no, that's just not good. My hubris, my greed. Why? Why would I have done that? So I guess yeah, the rest of it's fine though. I'll set those ones back, and then the rest of it will be fine. All right, so yeah, no, get rid of this garbage, this junk, and no, this is better. Because right, no, I did this intentionally so that the flag post doesn't move unnecessarily much. Okay, so right, so we still don't have the shading right on these ones. So let's update the shading on these ones, and then we can do the other littly things with stuff and so on and so forth. The the less windy animations. The like the moderately windy animations. Actually, so for starters, I guess yeah. For starters, I'm just going to spill tool the darker tone of the wood back to the lighter tone. Spill tool, and yeah, I'll put the tolerance down because I don't want to accidentally like. Well, no, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Again, you never see these like juxtaposed against each other, so yeah. And then I guess I'll do the same thing with like these big dark tones here. What's the paint can? F for paint can? No, F. F. There we go. Yeah, that works. Just like get rid of these the shading that we'd put in there for starters. Put it back to like a blank slate. Because in pretty much all of these cases it's going to change the way the shading is rendered. So, alright, let's also zoom in again so we can work with some level of detail. Okay. So, oh, you know, it's funny. I actually kind of could have left a lot of it like how it was and just like pretended that it was like, oh wait, Jesse Freeman, thank you for hosting. Welcome to, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat, but welcome. We're making flag animations for the archery mini mode that we're adding to the game. Here, I'll run it real quick and we can see what it is that's going to be flapping across the screen. So when archery starts, you have the bow aiming at the target, and you have this flag indicating wind direction. So, yeah, that's what you got going on. And then, right, so we set up some other tableaus as well. Actually, I'm going to show this one play through because I don't know. We did this one earlier today, and I think it came out pretty okay. I just like we haven't done anything like this in terms of art for the project before, so I'm having a lot of fun just like doing something like new and different. And Yeah, this is still temp art. This one we have not touched at all. We have to clean that one up a lot. But that one we can do that one next, I guess. Uh, all right, so yeah, that's how the archery is gonna work. Or it technically does work. It just doesn't have good art yet. Okay, so yeah, so we did the flags in facing in one direction. Now we're doing them. Now we're gonna go through and have them flap in the other direction as well, because the wind doesn't always just go in one direction. It actually changes, and that is an important factor in gameplay. In fact, factor in fact. Uh, uh, because in order to hit the target, you have to. Well, so yeah, when we looked at the shot earlier, like the bow was like poised like right in the center of the target, but so the two conditions that we'll have like every time we take a shot is that the bow will be the bow might not always be like poised directly on center. You might have to like adjust for position a little bit, and you have to adjust for wind hypothetically. So uh, sometimes there's no wind actually, and then in that case you just have to adjust for the position of the bow. But a lot of times you will have. Whoa! Oh, the stupid. Oh, I freaking hate this. Oh my freaking cripes! I hate how this spill tool works in this program. Because like if you change to a different like image after using the spill can, it'll change the color that you spilled, even if. This is the worst program in the world. This is the worst paint program that man has ever created. No. I'm exaggerating, but only slightly. Like, it's so bad in really significant ways. I won't complain though. I did choose to use it by accident. Um, I don't know if I think I probably won't make that mistake again, but I did make that mistake for this project so far. Um, oh yeah, I don't know why I keep redrawing the fence post and stuff, because I only have to fix it once, and then I can just like copy and paste it to the other frames, because the fence post does not animate. It stays quite static, quite still throughout all of this. So if we just get that right once, we can just use the same image for so on and so forth, such so on and whatnot, and etc. And etc. etc. I don't know. Whatever. Stuff, and whatever. Okay. So what is the yeah? Before we completely obliterate this darker tone from existence, let's use it to reshade our flag posts that we got going on up here. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's hey ASD, how's it going? I was like, you said I could say your name not by saying the whole thing, and I blanked for a second. Like, wait, which letters am I supposed to say? I think you said ASD. If I got that wrong, I apologize. But I think you said that was an okay nickname. Uh, how's it going? How you been? Is it beautiful where you are? It's beautiful where I am. The weather outside right now is delightful. The fire inside is frightful, though. My house is on fire. No. Sorry, that's not true. But as soon as as soon as I said that the weather outside is delightful, I heard the lyrics to "Let It Snow" in my head. I just ran with it. I'm doing good, except for the part where my house is on fire. It's not actually on fire. I'm not melting as we speak. I'm not literally like I just have a stupid sense of humor is all. So apart from how stupid my sense of humor is, I'm doing quite well, thank you. Thank you for asking. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, the weather outside is delightful. No. I don't even remember how that song goes. Oh, it doesn't have the right cadence if you switch the lyrics like that. Because frightful, delightful. Eh, whatever. A little bit cold. Yeah, we had a. Actually, I don't mind when it's a little bit cold. Like when it's jacket weather, like I actually kind of like that because like then you have the option to like be as warm or cool as you choose. So like for example, if you're like exercising or something, like you're not going to overheat as much because you can always just take off a layer. But yeah, so it's funny actually when I was looking outside earlier today before I started streaming. This is like the first time that I for the past like several months, like the weather's been getting progressively nicer and nicer. Today was the first time I looked outside and I was like, I'm gonna start to resent this warmer weather in the near future. It was like it was like just past that crux where like it's beautiful, it's still beautiful, and I don't I wouldn't complain if I were outside right now. But it's the sort of it like tipped over into like the just perfect temperature into like maybe slightly too warm. Like it's definitely like getting into summer now. So, um, um, I guess the trick is to really appreciate this weather while it's here, because all summer you're gonna have the like deathly like way too hot version of like very similar weather. Although I don't mean to brag, but I in December I moved to if yeah so if you've been watching the stream like in the past like several months, you'll know that in December I moved to an apartment which is like really cold. It has really poor heating, and I complained about it all winter. But the other thing I don't know if I mentioned as often, it hasn't become as relevant as often. There's definitely a pool here, and so I now have a pool. Like it's not my pool, but it's like I have access to this pool, so it's like it's mine now. No, I'm definitely going to take advantage of having access to this pool quite a bit. I'm excited about that, and it's not open yet. Like they haven't like I don't know. Apparently, pools like can't just be magically open a lot. They have to like be specially opened at like magical times. I guess like I don't know. Well, maybe they do. I'm just speculating. I've never managed a pool before, but like maybe it's because like where I live, even in like April, there's like a risk of like a freeze, and so I guess like I bet it would like break the pool like if the water froze all of a sudden because like water expands when it freezes. So um, I'm guessing that's why they wait a while to like fill it up. But like I don't think we were in much risk of a freeze now that we're in May. So uh, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. We also have tennis courts here. It's not like I'm making it sound nicer than it is because it's not like a huge pool. And actually, we don't have tennis courts here. We have a tennis court here. But I don't know. It's like it's literally like right outside my back door. So I was thinking I might as well just learn tennis, right? Why not? uh, like there's just zero barrier to like playing tennis. So like why not just play tennis a lot, right? I don't know. Uh, um, okay. So now that we've covered the important topics, no, I like the stream is not about tennis and pools, but as I've been mentioning a lot, like in the past few days, when I work on art stuff like this, like I don't have anything specifically important to say about like, oh, here now I'm putting like a little bit of shading on this lower part of this shape. Um, I like so like I tend to talk about like various random things. So I'll say like it's a great time to ask questions if anyone has like questions that they want me to answer because like a lot of the time uh oh, pools take a lot of energy, huh? I hadn't really thought about that angle of it, but yeah, I guess that would make sense because they have to like do the filtration and stuff. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. I can wait. I'll wait for the pool to open up, and I'll just be happy once it does. Um, uh, yeah, like when I'm working on like scripting and stuff, like if I'm typing, I can't like talk while typing, or else I'll accidentally like type the things that I'm saying and or say the things that I'm typing. Like just my brain doesn't work that way. But like for the actually no, you know what? No, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, when I'm working on art, I can do that. I like the things that I work on don't actually activate like my brain centers. Um, so it's much easier to multitask like that. So yeah, so for this particular frame of the animation, there's going to be shading all on the tippy edge of the flag here. I'm probably gonna rough in, like I was doing before. I'm gonna rough in the shading because I might need it. I might want to tweak it a little bit. But for starters, it's gonna look something like that. Yes, save that. Did I not save these? Huh. For some reason with Paint.net, the first time you save things, it has to like confirm how you want to save them. Whatever. Okay, so it's yeah. So here it's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be. I guess there's gonna be like a little bit of shading actually coming down here as well. Because like this is when the flag is like starting to bend back in the other direction. So something like that. Again, I'll come back and clean up these lines at some point. And then okay, so here the so here it's like whoa, wait a second, hold on. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Wait, it goes in this direction, really? No, 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 no. Oh, wait. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. I was like, this is 3. This is 2. Yeah, it opened the images in the wrong direction. I was like, wait a second. How is this the flap animation? Like that doesn't look right. But yeah, no, it wasn't right. So it goes from here to here. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah. So whatever. We'll just go in this order. So then yeah. So here's where there's a hint of shading there. Here, there's gonna be more shading there. It's gonna come out like further. It's gonna come out like down and across, right? Is this right? Yeah. Oh, this is actually supposed to be. Actually, the way that I originally conceived this is that it was actually flapping kind of more upwards than backwards. I guess I could flip that around. Yeah, I guess I'll just flip that around for no particular reason. Okay. Uh, so, so this is like apparently like folding back actually. Like this is actually going backwards. Maybe this is, I don't know, I feel like in some ways I'm kind of like inverting how it had been before. But then in other ways, like maybe not. Maybe this is consistent and like my brain is just weird. I don't know. I'll see how it looks once I've done it out. And so then this is like then I'll put like that line that comes down like kind of like I did with the other one. Like this isn't necessarily represent shading. This is just to represent that you're seeing it edge on, and so the material would look a little different like viewing it edge on like this. Um, but then yeah, this part is shaded. Uh, it might be that this flap that I'm putting in like doesn't actually work. Because then okay, so then this part, yeah, no, I think this is consistent. Sorry, this is the part where it travels like across, and so now the shaded part is like this part down here. And then actually this actually would cast a pretty long shadow. So I think actually a lot of this would be shaded. A lot of this part of the image would be like shaded. Uh, Sorry, I got distracted because I don't know. Because I'm working on art and like my brain goes into like low processing mode sometimes, like low power mode. It just like stops synthesizing new language. Uh, and yep. So that might be too much. This like because the previous one like the shaded region like only went this far. It seemed like pretty extreme to like move it like so far in one frame. Where's the shaded region on this last one? I guess maybe I won't go crazy with the like oops like I think this would actually cast a shadow over here, but maybe I won't. I don't know. It just seems like too dramatic a change between like just a couple frame, just like one frame of animation. So uh, maybe I won't do that. And I can like it's not like I have to stick to these shapes that I have like here. I can always like change these shapes if I want to. Maybe I don't know, because it feels like the shading wouldn't actually start until a little further down. So maybe I should revisit the shading of the previous frame of animation. Maybe here we should actually like go further with the shading. We should actually like bring it down here further. Maybe that'd be better. No, that doesn't feel right. What if I wrote it like across at like a weird angle? Like, would something like that work? Just indicate that it's like it's coming, like the shaded part is coming, like without like actually like shading over everything immediately. Does that make sense? I don't know. The flag doesn't usually like bend through the center. It usually stays pretty flat. But like, I don't know. Just I don't want it to like these. Yeah, like they basically like invert color. Like it goes from like dark light, dark light. Like they just like swap completely, which feels like too much. Um, So, well, for one thing, it doesn't actually like come completely out of the shading because, like, to a certain extent, like this part is always in shading, because like this part is like behind it's behind the flagpole. So, like, for one thing, there's that. Um, but it doesn't really. Still like a really radical change between these two frames. I feel like I might have to like reshape things a little bit to justify that because like it just feels really really dramatic. Maybe actually no, you know what? I'm gonna start. Actually, maybe that'll help. I mean, I think that'll probably help. Is if I start to bring this part into the light a little earlier. And so then yeah, this will actually be the part where there's like the least shading on these little like edges right here. This is the part where it's like very like puffed up and forward like into the light, even on like these parts down here. And then on this part, we'll start to do that. We'll start to say like there's a little bit of a puff of the fabric here. That way, so it's just not quite as like severe. And then, but this part, yeah, this part will still be recessed back a little bit, and then I'll push it a little bit further, so that way it doesn't seem so dramatic in the next frame. So does that make sense? Yeah. This doesn't have to be quite. This doesn't have to be quite as thick. It can be a little bit narrower. And yeah, and then lastly, this part will start to recess again. There'll be like shading tones here, and then actually yeah, maybe it'll even actually wait. What does it do? So in this frame it connects all the way up. So in this frame it'll like start to connect up. Like there'll be like a fair amount of shading here. Like it's starting to like fall back into the. Oops. I keep using eraser when I mean to use the lighter tone. So it'll start to fall back into the shading, but it won't actually like connect up or anything. And then right, so in this frame, the shading has like progressed to like here pretty much. It won't go all the way to the tip, I guess. It'll just go like here mostly. Yeah, let's see how. So, I mean, it's not nearly done. Like, there's a lot of like touch up and stuff to do here, but let's see how this looks roughly. Okay, so I just like I'm worried that like I don't know. I think this is correct. Like, I think I did it in the correct direction. But like if I shade it the wrong way, it'll make it look like instead of the flag like flapping in the wind, it'll look like it's swimming into the wind, which would just be weird. Oops, I should change the order. Yeah, since I'm testing let's go to init event because since I'm testing frame 0, I should do 040 instead of 404. Actually, maybe I'll just do 000 or something. Well, I'll just keep it here, and we can change it as needed. Okay. So, activate archery. That looks okay. it's not like perfect. I could probably tune up a few things. Like so for one thing, the like there's like this weird italicization. Like it looks like if the flag is like in italics, it looks like there's it looks like it's wiggling back and forth a little bit. So I'll probably want to be a little more consistent about that. But other than that, I think things are looking pretty okay. So that should be good. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's nuke that and yeah. I think for the most part, this is looking okay. So yeah. So the italicsy thing, like this one slants in that direction, and this one slants in the other direction. Like that's the thing that was like a little weird to me. So let's fix that, or just change it basically. And I think it made a little more sense to go in this direction, so I'm gonna go in like more in like this direction. So I think that's I think that's a little bit better. And so this is the one where it's like, oh no, this one's not fully billowed forward. Okay, so yeah, let's zoom and do the touch up, and then I think that'll be good for these flags, and then we can go on to the less flappy flags, the tamer of the like the less strong winds when it's just like a light breeze, or like not a light breeze, but like less turbulent winds. I mean, the other thing I could do is I could use like the same animation, or like not the same animation. I could like because like these winds don't actually look very fierce, right? Like the way it makes the cloth look, it's like huh. The way the cloth looks, it's like well here, let me just look at it again, because like the flapping doesn't look like too extreme. Like it looks like maybe the cloth is just relatively lightweight and the winds aren't that strong. So like the other thing I could do is I could try toying with like the animation speed or something. Like maybe this is like how it flaps in like a lighter wind, and then like in a heavier wind it like flaps harder or something. So where does that happen? It's like I think I just use the anim cooldown, right? Anim cooldown. Yeah, so let's see how it looks like if it's like 0.125 instead of 0.25. So like half as much. Of course, this will also make the adventurers like kick their legs a lot faster, because like right now there's just one anim cooldown for everything. But yeah, let's activate archery. So that does look better in some ways, but then it looks better in some ways, but then it also looks weird that it like is animating so fast, whereas pretty much everything else animates like with different timing. Uh, hmm. I don't know. Let's see it one more time. Uh, it looks funny to see the adventurers walking at double time. Um, or at like twice as fast. Okay, let's see this again. Um, so nah, that actually the animation doesn't look right. Just making it go faster like that doesn't make it look better. It just makes it look like I don't know, like weird a little bit. So, uh, I mean, I might want to bring the anim cooldown down a little bit, because like I wonder what it would look like if the anim cooldown was like 0.18 or something instead. Because I mean I've always defaulted to having everything at like a have everything run at like 4 frames per second, but like there's no specific reason that it has to be like that. Like this looks okay. Like the adventure's running a little bit faster. Looks okay. Um, Maybe like 0.2 instead of like 0.18. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that could be something to consider. So activate archery. How does this look? Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It looks a little bit better. to have the flag flapping at this rate. Like this looks a little more natural, a little bit better. Um, I might try that actually as like a change, like just a not just for archery, but as just like a general change for the project. Let's just look at point two to see how point two looks, because point two isn't a major change, right? It's the difference between 4 frames per second and 5 frames per second. But then again, 0.18 isn't a major change either. It's like what, point 0.5 or like 5.5 frames per second or something like that. Uh, Not even. Would it be like 5? It's basically, it's like barely different at all. But like, I don't know, this might be nice. Technically, that's like a 20% or like a 25% increase to the frame rate of the game. At least in terms of the animations. So, I don't know. That could be good. Like it's literally just a number. I can change it whenever I want. So like if something looks like it's, if this makes it look like some things are going too fast or whatever, I can always just change that. I just want to see the character art though. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna do what? I just want to look at the character art like this. So let's go to QQ and the QQ. We're gonna say for I in range. So we're gonna comment this out. We're gonna say so for I in range 65. I'm pretty sure there are 65 levels in the game. QQ append. We're just gonna append the string version of I, and then yeah, comment the rest of that out. So we're gonna add all the characters to the game, and let's see how this looks. I should probably increase the adventure speed. Actually, I'll just make the game go faster. So now we get to see all of the characters run across the screen. These are all the levels in the game. If you've ever wondered what it looks like to level up in SideQuest, here it is. Here's the quick version. I actually kind of wanted to look at this anyways. I just thought it'd be fun to see like the character progression throughout the game. This is your life, marching across the screen. So I'm specifically just interested to see if any of the animations look weird. It looks a little weird that the turtle is like got a little hustle in its step now, because the turtle, if anything, I feel like the turtle should have gone slower. Like it already felt like the turtle was going a little too fast, but I guess that's fine. Owl Brigade, Chihuahua Brigade. No, I think this is mostly fine. There's 64 levels in the game. No, there's 665. There's 665. Oh, I did for I in range 65, so it only went up to level 64. But there is a level 65 in the game. Alright. And then it's just picking random people from from the list. Because that's what it does. Okay, so anyways, that's fine. Yeah, I think the animation speed of here, I'll try slowing it down again. Well, it looks a little weird at this speed now. I actually kind of want to like increase the adventure speed now that like I want to set the default adventure speed to more like this now that they kick their legs faster. Like it just looks like they should be moving faster. So yeah. Maybe I'll set the yeah, maybe I will just increase the base speed of the adventures. I think this looks pretty good. Oh yeah, and so how does it look like with archery? So, I mean, yeah, is there anything else that uses anim speed that is going to look weird if I tinker with it? I don't think so. I think it's basically just character art, and I'm using it for this Tableau stuff, and other than that, I think anim cooldown is basically just for the character art. Twinkle. Okay, so yeah, let's okay, I can undo this now. Set it back to deactivated. Okay, so then what was the thing that I was going to do is the speed profiles. Speed profiles. Right. So right now the base adventure speed is 70 and it goes up to like 95 and 120. I'm just going to bump it up to like, so like 95 looked pretty good for like the base speed actually. So uh, huh. I I think for now I'm just gonna bump it up to like 80 as the base speed and like 100 as like the second speed profile. Or I could bump it up to like 90. No, yeah, this is fine for now. And I'll see how this looks and then I can change it as needed. Uh, um, uh, Excuse me. Yeah, AC, it's good to see you as ever. So I'll see you again soon. uh, so let's save this. And what were we working on? Oh yeah, so we're still not done. We're cleaning up the flag animations. But yeah, I think anim cooldown is just good at 2.0 instead of or excuse me, it's good at zero point 0.2 instead of 0.25. Whoops. Eraser tool. Wait, what layer is that on? Wait, there's only one layer. What? What? Oh, because I color picked. Oops, I color picked. I was like, how can I not erase that? It's because I had color picked a color with a 0 alpha value. That the eraser wasn't working. I was like, why is the eraser stopped? Why have you forsaken me, eraser? Why? What are these magical, invincible pixels that will refuse to be erased? Uh, Usually when that happens, it's like, oh, I'm trying to erase something that's on a different layer, but there's only one layer. Uh, Creepy. Okay. So, do do do. Uh, so, I was wondering, what No, I wasn't actually wondering something. I was just going to come up with a conversation question, but nothing came to mind. Conversation question. I can think of a conversation question. Uh, what of what media? I know this is like the question I always ask, but like what media have you all been partaking lately? Like I mean, usually the question is what games have you been playing, but I'll broaden it to what like any good films or like TV or like whatnot, anything good that might have gone under the radar or like might have been missed by some people. Uh, I used to have as of what was it, Tuesday of last week, I'm no longer subscribed to any digital streaming services. There are some that are just like free, and so of course, like Hulu has like shows that you can watch for free, and like some other sites have that stuff as well. But in terms of like actual paid subscriptions, it was so I actually stopped paying for subscriptions like last year, but Amazon Prime is an annual subscription, so it took a full year for mine to run out, and but it happened now, so I'm like I'm now a freegan. I'm a media freegan. I'm one of those freegan non-paid streaming service uh, partakers or viewers. Oh, Wolf Hall. Yeah. Okay, that's my contribution to the discussion. If you go, oh shoot, never mind. It's too late. Sorry. It's not too late, but it's like this information could have come at a more timely fashion. No, on Sunday I was like, I'd heard about Wolf Hall and I heard it was supposed to be good, and then on Sunday I was like, I should check out this Wolf Hall thing. And so I went on the site, the masterpiece that where they have like the masterpiece, stuff that you can watch online, and I think it's just like pbs.org or pbs. It's like the PBS website, but the So I went on Sunday, and they had like 4 episodes or something like that, and the expiration date for the first episode was exactly Sunday at midnight. So I was like, oh well, just in time. So I was able to watch it just in time. Not super helpful, this information, because as I just mentioned, the first episode expired on Sunday. But I don't know. I haven't watched the second episode yet, but I bet it's probably also good, and you don't probably have to have seen the first episode necessarily. Um, shoot. Well, anyways, it's really good. I watched that, and it made me really sad. Like it gets you. There's one scene in particular that's just like very not. It's not even just one scene. It's like there's this one part of the first episode that's just like it's just like that was my impression of me watching it. Not really, but that's my impression of some people watching it. I'm sure. I'm sure there's someone who's watched it and had that reaction to it. It's just that powerful. No, sorry. I'll stop that. I'll stop doing that. That's probably annoying. Um, I don't really need to do this, but I just feel like since I'm implying this, or since I'm like rendering this like slight angle to like the way that the tone like shades, I feel like I should mirror that over here. Maybe not. Like maybe it's gonna look weird if I do this, but I was just thinking like I should kind of. I don't know. It looks a little weird either way, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right, so excuse me. Yeah. All right. So I don't mean to have like that soft edge here. I want it to be just dark to the edge, and I guess I don't know. I'm kind of like not doing as much of that. Like the thing where I had like the light edge of the cloth. I'm not really doing that over here. I guess because I don't know. I just cause it just didn't seem right to do it here. Uh, I guess like yeah, no, I don't have a good explanation exactly. It's just like you know the way I rendered it. Like it seemed like no, these shadows should be fully dark. Like there should not be a light edge. Maybe I could do like a light top edge if I wanted to. Maybe I should for consistency. No, definitely not here. Oh, but I did a light bottom edge here. Yeah, okay, so no, I haven't abandoned it completely. And yeah, maybe I'll do a light top edge over here. Uh, like for this one, it's going to be a little bit subtle because like, some of it isn't just like shading because of the position of the flag. It's shading because of the shadow cast from the flag post. But yeah, that should be fine. Oh, that was really poorly rendered. uh, do yeah, that's fine. Okay. Good. And then, so, uh, I'd like to say, I've been doing pretty good about not making like stupid noises, stupid face noises when I'm working on art. Like, I've been working on art a lot lately, but like, and I've done like do, like I do that sometimes, but not like all the time. Uh, I guess I was doing the light line of shading or whatever. But oh, do I want to do it on the bottom or do I want to do it on the top here? I mean, I guess I did it on the bottom here. So yeah, I should keep it consistent with the bottom. Oh, maybe I should. So maybe I shouldn't do it on the top here. Is that weird? Yeah, because then if I start the line of lightness along the top, then it's gonna have to like switch at some point. So I should either do it on the bottom or just not do it. I could do it on the bottom instead. Yeah, like okay, so I will stay consistent. Okay, I'll just stay consistent with it. I wouldn't like if I think of it if I'd started with this side first, I probably wouldn't have done it because it doesn't feel necessary on this side. Like this side feels like it should be a little more shadowed, but yeah, whatever. I mean, it looked okay on the edge. Like it definitely looks a little weird here near the post for the reasons that I said, or it would look weird near the post if I made it run all the way to the edge there, because that just like it doesn't make sense that part would be glowing. Like no, that part's in shadow. Like why would it be glowing? But I think it should look fine if I can get the curves right and yeah, and then we can keep that consistency. Yeah. Okay. And so we can keep it here as well. Actually, I'm just gonna make the lightness come all the way to the top here. There's no point in keeping that, preserving that like razor thin edge there. All right, and then so I might want to connect it here too, especially if I have this light lower edge. But let's do this first. See how this is gonna turn out. Oops. If you see me like drawing a line and then immediately drawing over it, sometimes it's because I made a mistake and I would just like immediately want to correct it. Other times it's because like in order to get like a, so like here's like if I want two like tones of thing against each other, in order to get like a sharp edge, I actually have to, I can't just leave it like that. I have to go back in and do another like line like that. So sometimes it could be because I made a mistake, but other times it's because like in order to like get the right line or like the right separation or like the right like just the right like way for like two shapes to, like set against each other, sometimes you kind of have to like wiggle that line back and forth a little bit, or at least it helps to do so. So yeah, I should probably punch through here as well. Yeah, that should be fine. And then so save that, and then right, so the rest of that is good, and so on to the last one. So again, this, I think this is actually one where it actually does make a lot of sense to have that the lower lightened line, because like this really could catch a lot of light actually. Like the whole back of this hypothetically could be illuminated, depending on how the light is, whatever. It is what it is. Depending on how the light is what it is. Right, so I'm not perfect with the stupid face noises. I do make some stupid face noises. What I was saying is I think I've been, like, relative to how much art I've been doing, I haven't been making an excess of stupid face noises. So, you know, there's that. Should I do, like, the opposite of, like, the darkened line? Should I do, like, the lightened line here? Nah, probably not. The answer is almost certainly no. But, oops, wrong tool. Sometimes if I'm not careful about hitting Control Z, I'll just hit Z and it'll switch to the zoom tool. Thanks, zoom tool. I wonder if anyone people like I wonder if like does the zoom tool actually ever get used? Like I'm suddenly wondering like why would anyone intentionally switch to the zoom tool? Yeah, no, that's I mean that could have been fine, but I don't need it or want it necessarily, so I'll leave it out. All right, and I think this probably looks good now. So save all these and let's see it in game. So let's so over here, activate archery. Yeah, it looks okay. All right, so good and stuff and cool. And hey, what do we want to do now? The less windy flags, like the flags that are like just caught in a light breeze or like a less strong wind. Although that's just like kind of what got me on the anim cooldown thing earlier. Is like I feel like the winds that we're depicting, like I feel like I don't know, I was expecting like the flag like out to the side like flapping like that to represent like a stronger wind. I thought it was going to feel more powerful. The like the extent to which like that, I don't know, that doesn't seem like the strongest wind. Like so I was thinking like instead of doing like a lightly flapping wind, instead we could do like a wickedly like you know like violently like shaking you know like if a flag was like caught out in like a hurricane sort of thing. I don't know though, like I don't like most of what would happen is the flag would just flap faster, right? And so like we were kind of getting that effect with like the even faster cool, like when we instead of bringing down the anim cooldown to 0.2, we brought it down to like 0.125, and like we were kind of getting that, But then also, I clearly made this animation to be like less of a strong wind, so it just like these particular frames of animation just looked awkward like that. Um, I mean, I guess this is fine. I guess that represents a strong enough wind. And then yeah, I think what I have to do though is I have to change. Sorry, and that tableau just there, it looked like the three archers. You couldn't see their bows, so it just looked like they were like sitting at the fruit stand. Or the vegetable stand or whatever. Which just amused me. But what was I saying? Yeah, no, I think I need to tone down the effect that wind has on the archery gameplay because right now it's just out of control. I think a little out of control. Hmm. The tough thing is that like so the commands that we have for like archery, uh, right now it's like left, right, and steady, or like some combination of those things. So like if I mean, I guess I could just switch it around. Huh. Wait a second. What if, what, so yeah, I mean, like, there's only, so, okay, so here, let me bust out the diagram that we, were looking at the other day, because I'm trying to figure out, like, if the wind had less of an effect, like, how would I, like, what would I do for, like, to balance that with, like, the gameplay system? So, like, what was it, Journey? I think we added like sheet, or we had like sheet 5 or like sheet 6 or something. Sheet 5. Yeah, right. Okay, so right now, the uh, the wind can be like the strong wind is having a negative of an effect of -2, or +2, in terms of like how much it shifts like the arrow in its flight. Like so we the direction or like the positioning of the bow, it only affects by like ±1. So I could switch that around so that the wind could only have a net effect of like ±1, and uh, the position of the bow could have like the ±2. Um, I mean, the other thing I could do is I could just like reduce it so that like they both have an effect of ±1. But maybe, huh. So no, wind, I mean, like there's discrete animations that play out for like the states of wind. So like the position of the bow can be like a float value. The position of the strength of the wind has to be like an integer. Like it has to be like these big round numbers because there's no way to just to convey the subtlety of like the wind and stuff. So uh I guess like we yeah, if I just tone down the wind, because like I don't think the wind can like, I don't think this wind feels like it's having an effect of like ±2. I feel like it only has like, I feel like this amount of wind would only have an effect of like ±1, right? And this is supposed to be the strong wind. Um, so I mean, it could be that there are just three states of wind. Maybe I only do one other wind animation, and it's just like the limp like not flapping wind state, basically. And then and then what would the commands be? I guess like I could just collapse like this whole left steady. Yeah, that's probably better. So like the order, yeah, because that would make it so that the order of the commands like don't matter. So yeah, okay. No, I think that's better actually. Oh yeah, left, left, and right, right are not actual things. Uh, Maybe this is better. So left, right, and right, left would be would like neutralize each other. So left, right, and right, left would be oh, there's no steady, steady either. Uh, so right, steady, and steady, right would be equivalent statements. Okay, maybe that's fine. And then so the other thing we can do is we can also we can change we can change these positional things to so there's no more like strong wind. we can change the directional, or we can change the bow position to be a to be like a float value. So that way it's actually not just like plus or minus 1. It's like, so like the wind actually will be like plus or minus like 10 or something, right? And so like the position of the bow will be like, or like the wind will be like plus or minus like 100 or something like that, and then the position of the bow can be like anywhere in between. And so like you basically have to like, yeah, I mean your options are basically like aim left, left steady, steady, or right. Um, and yeah, I can I mean the other thing I can do if I want to make the this event a little more if I want to add a little more complexity to it, is I can add up and down too. There's no reason that we can't have up and down as other actions, as other possible actions, because I don't know. I just I thought I should simplify it to just be like left and right at first, but yeah, no, we can always toy with that too. In case it's not challenging enough, or like in case we need to have like another extra layer of challenge. Uh, yeah. Okay. So I didn't do that just because I don't want to draw more flag animations. Like I'm not I wasn't excited about the prospect of having to draw 3 more flag animation sets, but that wasn't literally the reason. So all right. So let's it's just a nice side effect of yeah. Okay, so let's yeah. How do we so yeah, that's gonna change a fair amount of stuff in the game. So for starters, it's gonna yes. Let's go to where we so we have the like archery aim aim wind winds or no, archery aim flag not flag flag where is it that we load these things? Yeah, so okay, so it's actually just gonna be left, right, and none, I think. There's no like strong, there's no light, there's just left, right, and none. So yeah. That's pretty easy. But then, so the other thing is that the winds, right? So, or no, not even the winds. That's fine. Like that, the winds like work agnostic of the potential indexes. But when we set these values, so we'll say, so in event when we choose these values, we want to just make sure we're choosing valid values, which means instead of choosing, so when we re-enable this, it's not gonna be 0 to 4, it's gonna be 0 to 2. I mean, right now we're still using the fake values, so I'm just gonna change this to 1, 0, and 2, because 1 is the next one that I'm about to work on, so just for cheating purposes, we'll want to be seeing that one the most. Yeah, and then so then yeah, that the rest of that is mostly okay. Oh, the scoring, right? Yeah, scoring. So okay, well this is actually, the scoring actually is a lot simpler, because we can just say what is it? Oh yeah, so archery data process. We'll say oh yeah. Okay, so right. Oh, that was actually back where we were just a moment ago. Let's change. Yeah, so the setup curve setup data append. So these random ints. Huh. Let's how should we do this? I mean, I guess we can, yeah, we can just convert these to floats. Yeah. Okay. So let's, instead of saying random int 0 to 2, let's say random dot random times 2. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just do this several times over because uh, this will give us the same range, like the same potential range. Like it's still anywhere from 0 to 2, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, or whatever. But now we can just like round these numbers once we've calculated them to get us like. Should it just be rounded? Should it just be? Because if we just round them, then there are these like half ranges at the end. Instead, we could like it. So like the right, because like if like we because if you pick like randomly like 0.4, then it would round down to 0. But if we pick randomly like 0.6, it would round to 1. Is that? It's like 1. Yeah. So picking. No. Okay. So to actually like pick. Right. Okay. So actually, to pick in the same range, it would actually be times 3. It would be random dot random times 3 minus 0.5. That would give right. Okay. Yeah. Because in random dot range or random dot rand in 0 to 2, there's an equal chance of getting 0, 1, or 2. In random dot range, if you do random dot random times 2 and then round it, you actually only have a 50% chance of getting 1, and then a 25% chance of getting 0 or 2. So okay, so it'll actually be times 3 minus 0.5. And now if we sum these and round them, then they'll they'll even out statistically. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. Okay, so 0, so 3, yeah, times 3 minus 0.5, and then times 3 minus 0.5. Yeah. Okay. Good. And then so now we can use the these float values to position the bow also, and the bow. Yeah, so sometimes it'll look like the bow is like off and like way in the wrong direction, and sometimes it will look otherwise. So the maximum possible range is like plus or minus 2, because you always have to be able to, and the strength of left and right is 2, because we always have to be able to, like, regardless of where the bow is like facing, we do still have to get back to the bullseye. Like we always have to be able to get to the bullseye. Like there's never an impossible shooting condition. You're never like so turned around that you can't like aim back at the target. And I think that this should be fine. I think we can accomplish this as such. Good. Yeah. So now oh right, so this changes how well yeah, so the scoring, right? So let's right, so now let's go to Archery data process. Because yeah, it's no longer like this -1, -2 business. It's just I'll just like comment this out for now because it's changed so much. So the average aim offset is 1, and that means like no change. That means like dead center basically. Oh no, is it? No, it's still 3. Wait, no. How could it still be 3? No, it'd be 2. Right, no, it's 2. Right, it doesn't go all the way down to 1. It just goes to 2. Because now 2 is because they're yeah right because it's on a scale of 5. So 2 is center, 0 and 1 are to one direction, and 3 and 4 are to the other direction. Okay. So the aim offset defaults to 2, and then so if yeah, we can just say if wait, now how does this work? Yeah, what did we say? It was like if okay, right, we can just, so now we can just say if right, so the maximum number of actions you can take is 2 actions. So we'll just say if okay, so if oh wait. I was gonna say we would just do it so like if left then -2, if right then +2, and if steady divided by 2. But that doesn't work because that would have worked back in the system where we were centered around 0, but we're not centered around 0 anymore. We're centered around 2. So I mean, I guess I could just say -2 divided by 0 +2. Or I could just special case each of these things. Yeah. Uh, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so if left in whoa. Wait, it's not equals left, it's equals pound left. Or action symbol plus left. If action symbol plus left in right? This would actually wouldn't have worked. Because it's not just left right steady, it's pound left, pound right, pound steady. I think so. Okay. But yeah, whatever. So if left in player actions, we'll say aim offset left is minus equals 2, and then we'll say or no, wait, before we do that we'll say if action sim left in blah blah, then we'll say if action sim plus right, the word right, or no, sorry, not right, steady in player player dictionary player index dot actions, then aim offset equals 1, right, and then else aim offset equals 0, and then we'll just duplicate this for right and steady, because if it's right and steady, then aim offset equals 3 and aim offset equals 4. Okay. So yeah, and we don't have to do any other special cases for just steady, because in the case of just steady, then aim offset defaults to 2, and so just steady is also the equivalent case to not having any actions, which doesn't actually really exist as a case, I guess. Okay, so aim offset for right. So now so if aim offset, okay, so right. So now we have to say it's actually not archery offsets do now index 2. It's going to be so we're gonna say so like tar offset is going to be archery offsets index do now index 2 rounded to an integer. So the integer version of the rounded version of this value. Yes, and then not tag offset, targ offset. And then right. So now we just want to use this value instead. So if we hit it dead on, then we get 2 points. If we're off by 1, so technically the system got a lot more lenient now, because like there used to be 7 points, and you could get half credit for being off by 1, but now there's only 5 points, and you can get half credit for being off by 1. So it's much harder to be off by more than 1 now. Like in order to be off by more than 1, you have to like the target has to be here, and you have to like aim over here, or the target has to be over here, and you have to aim over here or over here. Or the target could be, no, the target could be dead center, and you aim like way over here. That's also off by one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's not like impossible to fail. It's just a lot more lenient. Um, okay. Target offset. Target offset. Target offset. Uh, what? No. I don't like how Control F works a lot of the time. I don't know. Maybe it's fine how it is, but I found myself getting tripped up by it about as often as it works. Okay. Good. So that's that. And then okay. So now the scoring system is back together. The thing that I would need to change now is what I do with the with that value, the position, the bow position offset, because I need to handle that differently on the on the graphics thread. Because we're still sending, so now we used to be sending over an integer, but now we're sending over a float. So it doesn't have to change by much. It just has to change a skosh. So yeah, let's go there, right? Where's there? That's event status. Event status, whoops, not underscore, not capital S. It's the place where we handle event status, all the way down here. Okay. Archery aim offset, yeah. So ng message index. So actually, we'll want to change the order of this multiplication just so that it ends up as an integer. Previously, it was integer times integer, but now it's it used to just be any integer, or it used to be both integers in the multiplication, and so now it's it's an integer times a float, and so if we do the integer first, then it'll turn out as an integer, because that's like how integer multiplication works. I think that's. Is it only integers times integers that turn out as integers? I don't think it matters hugely, because like I think you can actually give a float to. I think if you give a float to Pygame, it'll automatically convert it into an integer. So, yeah. Okay. So this is actually fine. The rest of this is actually fine then, because a float value will work with aim width the same. I mean, aim width is set to 0 right now, which is why the bow is always dead center. But actually, I can put aim width back to a value, and we can start toying with it a little bit. So aim width, let's put it to like, I forget what was a reasonable value. I think like 30 was like subtle, and 100 was like in your face, like over the top. We didn't really make it. Oh, I was gonna say we didn't make this more extreme, but we kind of did. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, you're right. I didn't rename my my folders yet. So there's no left light and there's no right light, so we can delete those. Left strong is just, nope, didn't mean to click on that. Left strong is just now left, and right strong is just now right, and no wind is none, because that's a better nomenclature. It's more consistent. Okay. So yeah, because we have the because we have the negative, like, so because we're doing times 3 minus 0.5, we can actually go like further. So even if 100 was the correct number before, it'll probably be less than 100 now. Okay, so here's an example of like, because we're not on target anymore, like, right, we're like a little off to the side, right? And that's the effect that we're getting now. Is now the bow won't be positioned like dead center every time, and so you actually have to like use like left right to reposition the bow. But you also have to take into account the wind speed as well. So yeah, and because it's like on a float scale, like you now have to. There's now like a little bit of a like you have to kind of like eye it out, right? So I could add like the wind technically could be a float as well. I don't want the wind to be a float as well. I was thinking like there might be an extent to which there could be it's like the same position as last time. I was just thinking there could be like an extent to which RNG like affects the system, but like I don't necessarily want to put in RNG just for the sake of RNG. So I'll see how it plays out like this, and